I forgot to unmute myself. My bad. Thank you, Shadow. Drop something. Anyway, we should have sound now. And if we don't have sound still, let me know. But I've unmuted myself. In theory, I'm talking, but I should have been prepared. Should have been prepared to unmute myself for now. This is Anime Fan RK2K here. This is Re-I. It's a reintroduction. I felt like it. I think that there is. You really can't see the chat down there, the corner, but it's there. It's meant to kind of like the start of me revamping and re-exploring what I want to do on Twitch, or just in general, I guess. I uploaded a video on it that got like no reviews, so I bet no one watched a YouTube vid. That's fine though. I think only like 3-4 people at most will watch this stream anyway. I'll try to chunk it for uploads in the future. But for now, this is Re-I. This is gonna be kind of like, I'm gonna put myself out there to get a fresh start on essentially myself and what I do and how I stream. I made hashtags for it, and I forgot to put that in the stream, but whatever. You don't have to worry about that. They'll be on the YouTube re-uploads. I think they might be in the description too, but I probably forgot, right? Yeah, I forgot. But yeah, so I'm gonna introduce myself. My name is Anime Fan RK2K. Totes my real name, or not. You don't have to believe the illusion. But I'm an anime fan. That's where it came from. An RK2K. It's from an old stream name I had with the initials RK in it already, and the number 2000. So it's just something that came up because of the anime fan. They're going into the year 2000 a lot more than before, so that's what I just did. I made it my nickname, my username online. But that means that, being online for many years, I've had a lot more nicknames than just Anime Fan RK2K. I've gone by Konata, I've gone by Riku, I've done by Koaku. I think on my PSN and my Switch, I'm Koaku-san on there. And well, my glasses are, yeah, like having me this big is very hard on my setup. My green screen is like not handled to have me this big. It's kind of like the small details you can hide when you're like here, yes, here. When I'm here, boop, the camera's there. When I'm here, easy to hide small mistakes. When I'm this big, like I haven't gotten everything perfect for big boy streaming, although I should in the future. I should like get settings for it so I look good at this. Camera will occasionally also fade in and out of existence. I'll fuck up my appearance, so don't worry about that. Anime Fan RK2K, I've said that already. I've had various nicknames in the past. I was the leader of a guild in Albatross 18/Pangya called For the Player. It happened to be the largest. Pangya / Albatross 18 is a massive multiplayer online golf game. So that was fun. I was the leader of the largest guild in the North American servers. It was a great time. I had a lot of friends and a lot of fun playing that, and that's essentially my real only claim to fame on the internet. I've done things like, I've gone on TV even before for like small shit, but gotten on the news a few times, for better, for worse, for better actually. Luckily, I haven't gone on the news for worse things, which I'm happy about, proud about actually. So I noticed like they're only putting like 5 pictures, I feel like, but it's random. Random originator, not that kind. We'll see if they get no more background images. I shouldn't wave my hand like this because then like you could see the green screen edges on my fingers. Ah! So, but yeah, I felt that I wanted to put myself out there to kind of like be I don't want to say secretive because I'm not really secretive. It's like that's not the word I'm looking for. My microphone is falling down. I apologize. I didn't tighten the nut on it for the screw. Also, knock my green screen corner out of the way. Right, let's see if that'll hold. Yeah, that's good. Okay. So, I want to kind of talk about myself as a person, as a gamer, as a person who is a nerd at heart, and just kind of like, just see where I am as a human being. So first, I'm gonna talk about my first memories of gaming, first games I played, kind of thing. So, I actually never played on a system older than the original Nintendo Entertainment System. To date, I mean, unless you include arcade cabinets. I've played on arcade cabinets that might have older games, but for the most part, my gaming experience started on Nintendo Entertainment System, with games like, Super Mario Brothers, Final Fantasy, Legend of Zelda, Bugs Bunny's Birthday Bash, which apparently is a really hard game, and so like, oh, my eyes going, but like, other than the single player games I played, I actually used to play a lot of multiplayer games back in the day. Like, I'd play, Super Mario Brothers. I'd play with my cousin. I used to play Bubble Bobble with him. Atari was your first system, General? All right. Yeah, I used to play. We beat Contra together. So like, I have like this memory of me playing Bugs Bunny's Birthday Bash for a very long time, because it took me like 3 hours straight to beat, or something like that. Maybe 4, maybe 5 even. It's really hard. My grandmother beating Super Mario Brothers before I ever did. And me playing a lot of like multiplayer games like Bubble Bobble and stuff, getting the true endings and things like that. And so like that's kind of like my first memories of gaming. Final Fantasy was a big one because I think it helped me become literate. It helped me understand basically how words and sentences and paragraphs and stories work. Like how like letter goes to word, words goes to sentence, sentence goes to paragraph, paragraph goes to like other parts of other paragraphs and such. So it kind of helped me become literate in a way. So, that's kind of like where I started having my interest in games. It was, and like it was like a very young age, like 3 years old-ish and on. I'm turning 34 now this year, I want to say. So, like 30 years and counting of gaming experience. But the reason why my name is not video game fan RK2K and anime fan RK2K is because around that same time I was also watching anime. Like, we thought it was just cartoons at the time. I thought it was just cartoons, but I was watching anime series back then too. So it's just my starting point and origin for like the things I have been playing or watching since. I'll talk about my family. I know it might sound like a taboo subject, but they can't really stop me from talking about them, and I'm only gonna shed them in the light that they look like in my mind, something like that. I have a parent. I have 2 parents actually living, mother and father. I didn't have separated parents, although there was a threat of it at one point in my life. I didn't have didn't have extra parents. I didn't really have grandparents growing up. On my father's side, and they're the 2 of them are father anime and mother anime. They're, I would say, surprisingly sociable people. I wouldn't put money on that though. Father anime happens to be He's a great storyteller if you lend a ear, but the first time you meet him, he'll probably be very brisk with you. It's very. He looks and sounds very mean until you get to know him, and then he becomes like a giant teddy bear. The mother of anime is my mother, and she's just not a nice. She's a good person, but not a nice one. She's not gonna. She won't be nice to you. She'll be firm to the point. She does make small talk, but you know, that's not where she socializes. That's not her end goal for socializing. She's a small talk to essentially get her point across, kind of thing. She's that kind of person. Mother anime, easy to deal with, hard to get a feel for. Father anime, easy to deal with, easy to get a feel for. Essentially, I have a little sister. My little sis is a dragon, like a full-blown one. So she's strong, pretty strong. She's a great sister, super cool, in my opinion. That's a thing going for her, I guess. I feel like I was not unpopular growing up, but I definitely never really made the effort to put myself out there. In fact, I think this will be a stream where I put myself out more than I normally do. So I'm talking about my family. I have like a bunch of cousins, both on my mother anime side and father anime side. They all range from like there's a ton I can talk about there. But realistically, what the heck just happened to my music thing? That was so weird. It lagged for a moment and then became really big and then just like went back to the corner I had it in. Anyway, this is Valhalla music that's playing. We'll get to that later. But for the most part, I've grown up playing video games and watching anime all of my life. As far as I can remember. I don't remember all of it, but I remember good chunks of it. And growing up, like, if you can't tell, I happen to be Asian. It might be a surprise to some people. Like, they might look at my face like, oh, I thought he was white. No, I don't know. I don't know. I have an Asian last name. It's very Asian. And then the one question people always ask me is, oh, what's your real name? I go, oh, my name is insert English name here. And they're like, no, what's your real name? I'm like, insert said English name here. So, like, they expected me to have like an Asian name because I look like I'm Asian. And I remember that always was like it confused me because like my Asian name is only used amongst my family, so or those who I consider my family. So like I'm not used to like having people out and about like, oh yeah, what's your real name? Like as if like I didn't have another as if I had a name different from my legal name, which I thought that we were asking for. But for the most part, like, that had nothing to do with the fact that I watched a ton of anime, read tons of manga growing up. I played a lot of video games. I was blessed with having family who got into video games, like my cousins and stuff, not my parents. In fact, my parents probably, out of all the parents, have the least to do with video games from my extended family. But, can't help that. Mother anime refuses to learn. Father anime's preferred choice of entertainment is not video games. He's a big movie buff. He loves his films. Kung Fu flicks, loves them. Watch them. He'll watch them in Chinese without subtitles. He doesn't understand Chinese. He'll watch it in Chinese without subtitles. That's how much he loves his kung fu flicks. And he loves his period dramas. He loves like Asian historical works, dramatizations. A big fan of that. So that's his hobby, his entertainment. So he's not really a video game person. He already had a hobby that he was interested in. Mother anime, less so. She's kind of like a little too what's the word I want to use? Serious? Not serious. Antisocial. She's like me. I'm similar to Mother anime. We're both very antisocial. So She never really had friends. Like, I have friends and friends. That I can, like, I could probably, like, call someone up. They're like, yo, what's up? Have a conversation with them. Mother Randomy's not like that. Even to this day, she has, like, she's getting there. She's kind of like in the getting there stage. She's finally older. She has more time on her hands. She spent a lot of time. My parents spent a lot of time working their asses off because they were first generation. I'm second generation. I was born and raised, but I'm an idiot, so that's why I am not a successful individual. In my opinion. And by successful individual, I don't mean like, oh, I've succeeded, I've done. It's like, by successful individual, I mean like the Asian definition of a successful individual, someone who's in a good job and makes a lot of money. I am in a decent job, and I don't make that much money. Economy is what it is. The place I'm working at is only like a dozen years old. I want to say like 8 to 10, and something like that, 8 to 12. Something like that. So it's a pretty new place. I work in, and I'm working in a industry that's kind of lucrative, but only for some, not for others. So it's kind of like, it's tough there, but at the same time, it's a job. It's fun though. There's a lot I can learn, and a lot I am learning. But no, I do have a full-time job, and that's my full-time job is an office job outside of this home. It wouldn't be, it's not like a 6-figure or 7-figure job like what my parents would have wanted me to be at like age 34. Like, it's 5 figures, it's enough that I have to pay taxes on it, but it's not enough that like I can easily afford things, like, but at the same time, like, I make enough money that if I save a little bit, I can get stuff that I want. I actually I did just did calculations for how long it would take me to buy my own vehicle and take 4 years to of savings. So that's a little bit of a detriment. Money just doesn't fall off of trees. So real estate I should redo that math though. But it's about like 4 years that would take me. So, like, well, that sucks. Parents, like, now that they're older, they don't have to work really, so that's really nice for them. Like, I'm happy, like, that they don't have to really do that. But well, that's them. This is me. Like, so like, I was one of those kids. I don't know if you guys met them, but I was one of those kids that got straight A's in school for sitting in the classroom. Like, I didn't work for him. I was one of those guys, and that was the entirety of my like mandatory education was that. Is I show up, walk into a classroom, have the class there. I just take whatever classes I want. My middle school and high school allowed us to take like whatever we want. We can like opt out of some classes, or a lot, if you wanted to. So like, I took it pretty, like, I filled it with like random things to do. And like, I always had time to like hang out with friends on the weekends, or because I was in honors classes, like the harder classes, a lot of my friends from those classes would be studying Monday through Thursday, so I just play video games or watch anime those days instead. And it was a good time good time. I never really felt, I felt bullied every once in a while, but I didn't really suffer during those years. It was probably some of the better years of my life per se. Kind of. The problem is, like, have a little depression. It's a lot of it undiagnosed because I had Asian parents who thought mental disorders means that your child is a failure of life, so they wouldn't diagnose me even when I was very hyperactive in classes. And there's a spot on my screen. It's gonna annoy me for a little bit. I acted out in classes all the time. I had a lot of problems, like on a personality standpoint, but not an academic one. And none of my parents thought it was a problem until it became a problem that they cannot control. And so I got straight A's for school. I went to college. I hated it. I took a year off and went and lived in South Korea. That was an interesting experience. Got to pick up the language a lot of it there. And then I went back to college. I didn't do well there too, because my parents at the time owned their own business. I was worried about the goings-ons of the business, so I spent my times that I should be going to classes at work, helping them. And then I went back to college and like away from like all of away from New York City, and I had a great time. And I came back and I got into an argument with the mother anime. We're both hard headed, both stubborn. We got into an argument with each other. It's over something really stupid. At the time, we were splitting car insurance. Car insurance between the two of us, 50-50. I was late on my portion because I had a heavy expense for taxes and stuff like the week before, and she had to pay it on the Friday of. It's a really silly story. So our car insurance was due like the Friday of, and like on the Sunday of, after I got the like a giant payment I had for taxes and like other things, my mother was like, "Hey, where's your portion of rent?" I was like, "Oh, I'll have it Wednesday." At the time, Wednesday was my payday, and she got super bent out of shape. She's like, "Oh my god, I can't believe you have it now," and blah blah blah. And, oh my god, I'm like, and I'm at this point, like growing up, like if mother of anime and father anime are the two that contribute the most to the household, like okay, they're the ones that contribute to the most. Like I'm fine with that, but like at this point, I was like 27 at the time, 26 I want to say. So I was like 26, maybe 27, one of those. I was old. I just came back from college, out of New York City. Came back to New York City to help them a little bit. Their business was failing. I told them they have to close shop, and they did. They've got new jobs, and then so my mother of anime was usually the breadwinner of our family until this point, and then father anime became the breadwinner of the family. So an interesting change of pace, but so like this one week, like this one Sunday, I'm like, hey, I'm going, I'm gonna be like a few days late on it, and she's like, oh my god, I can't believe you have it, blah blah blah. I pay half the expenses of everything. Like if Mother Anime decided to go grocery shopping for no reason, I would pay for half of it, even if I didn't have any say in what was bought. Like I paid half the rent, I paid half the bills. And then she's going off on like I'm not responsible. And to be fair, I understand that I did have a major expense, cost me a few $100s, which was my paycheck at the time. But I would have had it before she had to pay for it anyway. And she got angry at me because I didn't have the money. I wasn't responsible enough. Got angry at her because she was basically very naggy despite the fact that I did help put half of everything into it for both my parents, because my parents paid one half when I was living with them again, and I paid the other half for the expenses. So got into an argument. It sucked. That's the last time I lived with my parents. And that's like 5 years ago now, I want to say. Something like that. 3 maybe even? Only 3? No, 4. Probably 4. And I moved out of I moved, because like I lived on my own a few times throughout my life. Obviously they couldn't come to South Korea with me when I was going to run storeroom for college. They couldn't live with me, obviously. But otherwise, like when I worked for a business, I I lived at their house. And when I came back from college out of New York City, I lived at their house until that moment where I moved out. And now I have my own place. I can do what I want. I do have a roommate though. Methrill's my roommate, if you guys don't know. So I can't like yell at 4 in the morning at the top of my lungs because that would disrupt people, especially my roommate. So I can't do that. But for the most part, I moved out. I had a job already. It's the same job I have now. Got my own place. Got scammed out of a few $100s before that. Trying to look for a place, and I've basically been scraping by since. Kind of a dumb way to put it, been scraping by since, but like essentially that's been what happened. I've been scraping by since. I'm not so downtrodden I can't do anything about it and I would starve or something, but I'm not making like the big dollars in any way, shape, or form. That's that. What else? Oh, some of these things. Alright, so just want to quickly just touch on like some of my recent successes and failures. I feel like for a lot of me, like these last like few years, in fact, I've had more failures than successes. It's kind of like that depression that I said I was never treated is getting to me, was eating away at me, and like I had to really relook and evaluate my life. And it's been happening more and more though. So that's why I haven't been streaming as much. I wanted to change things. Because I feel like I have like an innumerable amount of failures against me. And now it's just me being harshly critical against myself. I get that. It still sucks. I am critical against myself. I'm critical with a lot of people, not gonna lie. Especially if you're close to me, like I'll be like, I'll be hard on people. But I'm more hard on myself than I ever should be. Even more so than other people. Gotta change that. But recent successes, work's going well. Like I feel like I'm starting to turn around. The stress levels I've been having at work, which have also been wearing away at me, have lessened. I get along with my parents now for the most part. Like I try to be a adult in the relationship because my parents had a falling out with my little sis. Especially Mother Anime had a falling out with little sis, and then she won't talk to either of them because of that. And I think my little sis is really cool. I take her side for every argument, but I felt like I'll be an adult just to kind of keep a relationship going with the parents. I don't care if my little sis doesn't. That's not her place to do it. I think she's in the right anyway, so she shouldn't even bother. So that's what I think personally. Like I take her side over anyone else's, because like she should have someone on her side. Just period. Someone to be like, hey, I'm on your side, and I'll also be on her side. So, but on my end, like my relation with the parents, like I keep it, keep it with them. We get along though. Mother Anime has become a lot less. That's going one man. Mother Anime has become a lot less stubborn, so she's slowly learning to better herself that way. Father Anime has been great. He's only been improving the last few years. He's an alcoholic. He quit drinking. He used to smoke. He quit smoking. He used to be on nicotine patches. He stopped those. He's getting over the addictions that cost him money and such. Yeah, it's 50-51, man. This live stream is here to remind me that, to kind of like cement that things are going well, and I want them to keep going well. More on that later. But yeah, like yeah, things are going well with parents. Things are going well with little sis. And like, you know, like even like personal successes. Oh, so I have this thing where I'm not gonna show it to you guys, but there. I write down a list of things I have to do. It's for like mental therapy, because I can't get mental therapy. I have some other people who have dealt with the problems that are similar to mine who help me through the problems I'm going through. Shout out to some of my good friends who did it for that. But they going to write a list of things and to try to complete the list and to not beat myself up if I don't complete something on that list. And it's going very well. I think they're right. It really does feel like I'm kind of like getting a hold of my life and not feeling like I'm failing. I started this like yesterday and it's going well so far. It's tough. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you know what, one man, that's something I had a lot of trouble doing, is leaning on other people. I've never really done it. And to this day, like, I can't really say I've really done it. Something that everyone points out to me, because like anyone, and if you're one of my friends, you can come lean on me. I'm always there for you. If you're watching this, friends, I'm there for you. If you're watching this, viewer, person that doesn't even know me, I'm there for you. I might not be able to give you 100% attention, but it doesn't hurt. If you reach out, you have a problem, yo, thanks, Shadow. Yeah, it's like the toughest thing. Like, I think I make it seem like the simplest stupid thing. I'm like, yo, any of my friends, come lean on me. It's fine. Like, let it out. I'll be there. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, do it. And the thing is, like, but for me personally, like, I don't know how to ask people for help. I'm the worst at it. People, like, eventually my friends are just like, yo, we need to talk. That's what my best friends do. They're like, yo, we need to chat. And like, you know, two of my best friends are like my coworkers as well. Methrill is also my coworker, but like, me and Methrill are like 50-50. We both have our fair share of problems, and then we unload on each other, and then we get along with each other. So like, for Meth, like, especially for me, like, when I'm in the wrong, I just have to bite my tongue and say I'm sorry. And I should be saying it a few more times than I'm saying it. But you know, he has some of his things he's going through. I have my things going through, and we don't have. We're you know, we should, you know, we obviously you know, he's a good guy. Oh, juvie, man. I see, like, that's the thing. Like, when I was going through elementary school, I was a straight A student. Like, I grew up in the early 90s, where if you got straight A's and you're going to the right school, literally teachers turn a blind eye if you do anything wrong. It's never your fault. I thought it was stupid. Oh yeah, I just redid some of my finances. I have money saved up for, because I'm taking a vacation. Although you guys probably notice it, because I won't be streaming with my setup. I'll be streaming my Meteor microphone off my laptop and stuff, which I have to double check, because I was having some problems when Meth used it while he was out of town on Saturday, and I lent it to him. So give that a checky upper. Probably on Friday though, not right away. Don't want to do it right away. Yeah, and that's the thing, like, I'm also really bad about reaching out to people even when I'm not stressed. I've always been the, oh, come hang out, like last minute guy. You call me like, hey, you want to do this? I'll be like, oh yeah, sure, kind of guy. I'm very indecisive, so when someone makes a decision to do something and they're like, hey, you want to do it? I'm like, yeah, I'll be there. Like, the joke was always like, you know, let me know the day of. And not as much now, but you used to be able to contact me like 24/7. Call me at 4 in the morning, like, hey, I have something I want to do. And I used to be there. Yeah, so like, I don't know, like, I guess like I made a lot of great friends when I left the city, New York City, like for like a few years. Yeah, yeah, let's get it. Is it all? Is it? Can you sit down and eat there, Shadow, or is it takeout still? Probably come in like maybe mid-August. Maybe sometime in August actually, because I have to save money for my. I'm not sure. Yeah. Well, probably like in August or September then, because I have to save money through July because I'm gonna be on a vacation to Las Vegas, Grand Canyon, whatever. It's gonna be the first 2 weeks of August for my birthday. My parents are paying for the trip, but I save money just in case to buy souvenirs. You know, mostly shot glass. I really love shot glasses from wherever I go, and if I'm gonna go to Little Tokyo, gotta convince my parents I need a little anime-related shopping spree, if you know what I mean. Ah! Yeah, when I come down next, hell yeah, Shadow. Hell yeah. But yeah, going back. I installed a bidet recently. It's like it's literally something that shoots water at your butthole. You lose your money. Yo, one man, you have to know, man. Remember, the house always wins eventually. You know, maybe like $100 or $200 you play with, but not more than that. Like, if you decide to play, you have to decide to lose that money. I also wouldn't give you all my money. I'll be like, hey, you have to use your own, man. Just remember to save like X amount so you can get out of here. Or here's a trick you can do. If you're afraid of using all your money in a casino, and you go with like a group of friends, get somebody who's good with their money, who won't use it all. Give them. Once you make you have to quit once you make the money. That's true. Like I have like I would say 75% profit rate at casinos. No, it's actually closer to a 40% profit rate. But the amount I've made versus how much I lost is like a lot. The amount I make is a lot more than the amount I lose. I'll lose like $20-$50. I'll win like $100 to $500. So if you lose like $50 for 60% of the time, I make like $150 on average. 40% of the time. I don't know. Does that math work out? All right, guys, let's do it. So I'm losing. Is that a break-even point? It's a break-even point, isn't it? Yeah, it's for so yeah, you break even. So that means I win. I have to win. I mean more. Maybe it's like 60% actually. Yeah, like so, like on average, like I don't. So like, yeah, my casino win rate is good, but it's because I'm smart. Like I don't play at places I don't think I can win at. I don't play when I don't think I can win that day. like I'll be like, I'll go to a casino and like, you know, my parents like our family used to take a trip to the casino to go to the buffet there. I don't know why. It's really like going to like buffets in all sorts of different states. So we'd like drive like freaking 5 hours to a casino out in like, you know, a different state. We go there and be like, oh, we should gamble a little bit while we're out here. And then, the best buffet is the winnings buffet. When you make a profit and then you get to go to the buffet, that's always like, oh yeah, we are making money, and they're eating off of it. It was really funny. Father Anime is really bad at gambling, and so he'd always lose money. And then Mother Anime is really good at gambling at casinos. She'd always make money, and then Father Anime would be like, can I have some so I can play more? And then you lose it. We used to always say, like, we always about break even as a family. Oh my god. That'd be interesting. But yeah, like, I installed a bidet. It's really nice. It shoots water at my butthole. I'm not sure if it's more hygienic, but it actually is. It's easier on the bottom. I'll say that right now. It's easier on it. Like, yeah, it's like a little bit stronger than a spray bottle. Not like Super Soaker here. Like, it's meant to be it's hygienic. It's meant to be hygienic. But what I think it is yeah, it's part hygiene, part digestive. Well, okay, that's interesting. Yeah, I feel it's better than just rubbing paper, which is a weird way of saying toilet paper, but it's weird. It's better than just rubbing paper on your butt. It's nice. I'm using it. Oh, okay. You listen to anus talking about. I didn't know that. Like, I usually don't have problems going to the bathroom though, so maybe that's why. I didn't know it also did that. Oh, interesting. But yeah, like, so yeah, like I did that. I started this listing where I write my goals. I have a few, like, so for example, I have go to work was my first goal. And my friends like just go to work, just like freaking make yourself feel damn good. Because you're gonna go to work and cross it out even before you leave. And I was like, oh, that makes sense. Most people use it for pleasure. What? I use it for hygiene. Jeez, you know what? You know what? We live in a world of fetishes. Everyone's entitled to their own. Not all of them you should pursue. If your fetish starts with an R, Fuda? Yeah, Fuda's good. Fuda's fine. Yeah. If your fetish starts with an R and ends with a different word for a monkey, no. But you know, if your fetish is like, oh yeah, I like 2D anime girls, yeah, whatever, man. I have 2D anime girls right here. You know, if I'll be honest, like if you decide that you need to masturbate watching one of my streams for some reason, go for it. I'm not gonna stop you. Just don't do it into my hands, right? Like, don't do something that violates others' freedoms. You know, get permission for things, right? Lol. Yeah. So like, it's just one of those things. Like, obviously, yeah, exactly. You think it'll be obvious is what the problem is. Like, you know, it is obvious. Please do the right thing. Get permission. People say it's easier to ask for forgiveness than it's ask for permission. No, ask for permission first. You know, that the it's easier to do than to ask for permission kind of thing. It's for things like, oh, I'm gonna get a head start on this work that I shouldn't be doing yet. Yeah. You know, it's for that, not for like when it involves other people. Not like, oh, I'm gonna take everyone to a barbecue instead of working on the for this financial quarter. Like, yeah, no, you ask for permission for things, okay? Yeah. Good lad animation. Oh, thank you. I try. This Valhalla music in the background. All right. Well, let's talk about some of my favorite things. This is gonna go into like what I have to talk to after this nicely, but. Obviously, I'm anime fan RK2K. I like anime. I've been watching anime almost my entire life. Do you guys have a favorite anime series? Because mine is Aria. Like Aria the animation, Aria the natural, Aria the origination. Grab Supplement in Bikini. It's good. It's a good choice. Lats XL. Oh, that's an interesting choice. A lot of people talk about that much. Aria is my favorite. It's kind of old now. It's like I think more than 10 years old now. But it's a favorite because my favorite anime characters from that series. Otherwise, like, you know, I watch like newer series too. Like I really enjoy. I enjoyed Azur Lane the animation. It was good enough for what it's doing. The one with the pink twin tail Ollie. Which one's that? Which one's that? You got a remix song for you? All right, I'll listen. I can't play it now, but I'll listen to it later. Yeah, like, you know, July and April. Oh, that's on my to watch list. I have to watch it at some point. I think my next due anime. I actually just rewatched Clannad, and I'm probably gonna rewatch Clannad After Story again. Are you good? It isn't copywritten. But like, you know, I'll probably rewatch that. But after that, I'm probably gonna try to move on to a new series. I think this year I've watched Gate. I watched a few this year. You know, I'm gonna see if I can find my anime list and see if I can pinpoint them. My list at 800 now. Ooh, Gate's good. Yeah, it was fun. My plan to watch has nothing on my anime list. Just to go quickly over it. So just so you know, I also forget a lot of what I do. Oh, Aria the Scarlet Ammo. I know that one. I watched the first season of it. Here, we're gonna try to play this, guys. Excuse me? Don't use Google Chrome, man. Noodle Steam? It's loud. Really? Alright, you know what? That was 15 seconds out of 45. You guys could go watch it for 45 for the rest, okay? That's Aria of the Scarlet Ammo is a anime series. Let's talk about Aria of the Scarlet Ammo. So I actually have gone back, and this is something I did once me and Tom decided to do Defend Mal on the Can channel, which is Defend Mal, Defend My Anime List, which is where we would hopefully review anime. It had a lot of problems with the format. 1, 2, we haven't made time to record more for it. It's a pre-recorded thing. It requires editing and such, etc. You might think not much, but there's a lot that we do. What did I give Aria? So my scoring list on Mal is just Mal's scoring list. I kind of just tiered things based off it. Oh, let me get the music going in. I have a personal I have an out of 10.0 scoring list where I base everything off of, so in a kind of pseudo objective manner. So if I give something like a 7.3, it's probably something that's easily recommendable to other people, kind of thing. And if I get something like a 5.2, that's obviously not as good. And there's no perfect 10s and perfect 0s on it, because there's no such thing perfect and nothing that's perfectly bad. If it's something so bad it deserves a 0, it means there's some merits to it that make it so bad that it becomes higher than a 0. So that's how I look at it. But for my anime list, where is... You ever look at a thing and you go, oh, I forgot to add that anime series. Oops. Hidan no Aria. Oh, no, it's because it's under H, right? It's under H. It's Hidan no Aria. Yeah, that's the Japanese. Hidan no Aria. I haven't watched the second season. Is it worth watching? One man? Just give me that right. Just give me it right after that. Is it worth watching? I give it a 6 out of 10 for Hidan no Aria. In my, not really S2. I mean, is it worse than S1? Because that's saying something, because I'm not gonna lie. Not the best anime series. I think her first name is Aria Kanzaki Holmes, right? Yeah, Aria Kanzaki Holmes. Aria Holmes Kanzaki, okay. Voice over Kugimi Rie. Kugimi Rie. Old you, Hidan no Aria, 8 out of 10. I give it a 6 out of 10 now. If you like your Ria Kugimiya, currently 3 out of 10. I would say that's harsh, but I'm not sure if that's harsh. Anyway, I'll watch that later. Yeah, no, I really like anime. It's something I've liked for a long time. Still give it respect. Dude, the problem was right before I watched Hidan no Aria. I think I watched it around the time I watched Tante Opera Milky Holmes and Gosick. I thought Tante Opera Milky Holmes had merits as a children's show. It was very entertaining, in my opinion. And Gosick is just a fucking amazing series. It's just really good. Yeah, Gosick is splendid. I would highly recommend that to a lot of people. So, that's a 9 out of 10. Yeah, that's definitely a 9 out of 10 anime, in my opinion, too. For Mal scores. But yeah, I'm a big anime fan. If you mention anime series, chances are, if it's not the most obscure series in the world, I've heard of it. If not, watched it. There are some glaring holes in my anime list. There's also some adult-rated anime that I haven't really added on there because I haven't really evaluated it, or I'm not sure if I watched all of it. Yeah, for me, it's just I keep going back and rewatching older series, and apparently there's some signs of depression associated with that. The fact that like you don't want to watch new stuff, you want to watch stuff that's familiar. I don't know if that's true or not, but it's a thing. It's a thing. But yeah, like I like anime, and same for you, yeah. And like while we're at it, like I also really like video games. Obviously, I play video games for I just need my microphone. I hope it's okay. I like video games. Here's something you might not know about me, or you might like because I think I mentioned this before. But my favorite genre, I started when I was younger as a big platformer adventure game buff. I love my Legend of Zelda series. I love my Mario series. I've played Sonic. Obviously, I beat Bugs Bunny's Birthday Bash on the Nintendo Entertainment System. One man that actually reminds this was something that happened like I think 6 years ago now, but I had that same feeling of I felt there could be nothing new, and then like one day I just woke up and said, you know what? I don't have a problem if like they made the same anime series 10 times as long as I enjoyed it every single time. Because I've watched anime series, I've watched some of the anime series I watched all the Cardcaptor Sakura more than 20 times. All 70 episodes and in both movies. Easily more than 15 times each. So, if I'm going to watch the same anime series, I can also watch newer anime series, even if it reminds me of older ones. And like that's kind of like, at some point I just kind of like went, yeah, I like anime to the point where I could just keep watching crap even of it. Localized or no, this is Japanese. Original Japanese. Full length, not Card Captors, a mystic adventure that ruins a lot of things or characters. Exactly. OG version, best. But yeah, now going back to video games, as I was saying, I enjoyed platformers and stuff. Growing up, it was like a lot of the games I played. I always play Final Fantasy at some point. Played a lot of Final Fantasies. I played a lot of Dragon Quest games in Japanese. Don't do that. It's hard to play the game. So I had like a breadth of games. I really like multiplayer ones. I like the Bubble Bobble, the Contra. I played Turtles in Time with a bunch of people. Agent Hunter. I played my Diablo 2 especially. I played my Command and Conquer. I was never that good at RTS, but I did play the games. Played Counter Strike. Played like Super Mario RPG. Played a ton of JRPGs on the Super Nintendo. Chrono Trigger, man, so good. But as I played them, I played sports games too for the multiplayer aspects. And one series that caught my eye growing up, like when I was kind of like of age where I could start choosing my own games, was fighting games. So it's really fun. Me and my cousins used to back in the day. We used to get halal food in Manhattan. So we drive into Manhattan on a Saturday night. We get like a ton of food. We eat it. Go back to his place. I'd sleep over there. And Sunday, we would all gather and play some NBA 2K on the hardest difficulty. I think it's All-Star mode in a season. And it'd be like 4 of us. We choose 4 characters or make our own to control for the season, and we'd trade everyone into the same team. We'd start playing. We'd have a backup or 2 that we traded in that we have to use if our main character was fatigued or we couldn't use it for whatever reason, got fouled out. That happened to me when I was playing Hanamichi from Slam Dunk. My cousin's excellent at character creation, so we made him in one of the 2K games, and I was playing as Hanamichi, the main character from Slam Dunk, with the shaved hair, red hair, and that was a lot of fun. So yeah, no, we used to play like all the time doing that too. So like I don't think there's anything inherently wrong. Like I don't, I'm look at me, I'm like oh yeah, I play JRPGs. I love visual. Yeah, like I do, but I like multiplayer games a lot. But one genre that caught my eye that wasn't influenced by like my family or anything, it's just kind of one I picked up, is fighting games. I really loved playing Street Fighter in arcades, or Street Fighter 2 on console, Street Fighter 2 Turbo. I don't remember which one I played on Super Nintendo. So I really like fell in love with fighting games. I used to play them a lot. I like that 2D style. Eventually, I played Virtua Fire. Fatal Fury is a great series, but King of Fighters came out then. I played like Tekken. Didn't really like Tekken that much. I don't know why. And like I kind of like fell out of love with fighting games for a while, and then like I wanted just a fast. I fell in love with a caveat. Like I played Soul Calibur and stuff as growing up. And like that one day, someone's like, "Hey." One day I was like, "Hey, I really fell in love with the Tsukihime visual novel." I played it. I played Kagetsutoya, and I'm like, oh. And at the time I was playing Ragnarok Battle Offline, made by French Bread. You might know who they are, because they also helped make this little fighting game called Melty Blood. I never got into like Guilty Gear. I knew of Guilty Gear. I played Darkstalkers, but that's beside. I played Darkstalkers, but I wasn't very familiar with like the anime style 2D fighter until I played Melty Blood, and that thing blew my expectations out of the water. Fast paced, button clicky fighting combinations. After that, there was no turning back. Play Melty Blood. I made play Melty Blood React. I played the freaking the Fate Unlimited Codeworks thing. I imported it. I started playing when BlazBlue came out. I played that, etc. I played Super Smash Brothers and stuff. And I fell in love with a genre of game that my peak was when I was like 16 years old. At like 20. Like I was 4 years too late, and my skills have only decreased since. It's a hard pill for me to swallow, but yeah, like I fell in love with the fighting genre all over again at around 20 years old. That was the time when I was like, oh, I really want to, because like when I was in high school, like none of my friends wanted to play with me, especially like when in like Melee, for example, you're playing Marth. I was in high school, Smash Melee came out, I was playing Marth. I got to the point where I could, if we're playing 5-stock, I can beat everybody and get less than 60% damage with Marth. 3-on-1. 3 human players on 1. Like, people didn't want to play with me anymore. I used Pichu as my main for funsies, and I used to win all the time. When Soul Calibur 2 came out, I remember I learned the Ivy chain combo where you can chain into it, out of it, just for fun one day. Did it on my friend. He was not that good at fighting games, unfortunately for him. And unfortunately, I did the full Ivy chain combo, and he's just like, "Get out!" He kicked me out of his house on the spot when I did that. So like, my peak in skill was like 16, 17 years old, I think, for fighting games. Like there are games I could just sit down and just play for hours and hours and hours. Like it was a freaking like an RPG. Yeah, like that's what I feel like, Shadow. Like I just suck. Or it could be because I fell out of love with them, and then I got back into a newer genre of them, and then started to go back, and I couldn't. Whatever, realistically. But fighting games are my favorite genre. They kill me on the inside when I'm bad at them. I feel like I can never do my favorite genre of gaming justice. And my friend said, you need to fucking like take a deep breath and realize that's okay. And They're right. They're right. My friend Snake. He's always right. He's smart. He's smart, and he's smart to me. Like, he knows what I need to hear, even if I can't accept it. But yeah, fighting games. You know, I really love visual novels as well. I don't remember what was my first visual novel, but I do remember Tsukihime very fondly. I remember like coming out of the Toho fandom at some point on the internets, going, man, I want some good story, and someone's like, hey, you know what would be really funny? And they sent me a Tsukihime Dojin. I was like, what's this? What's this? This is new. What's this? And then I found out what Tsukihime was, and then for $500 something, I purchased the blue disc and played through Tsukihime. That was a good time. It was a lot of fun. I was like, whoa, this is literally all story and music, nothing else. There is a little bit more. You know, like visual novels, minimal in approach sometimes. It feels like. Whoa, my cup is like not here. That's funny. I really love visual novels. I started playing them a lot. I have on YouTube's streamed all of the Grisaya, all of the Fruit of Grisaya trilogy. I streamed Tokyo Dark for a little bit, which is I guess a adventure visual novel kind of thing. I streamed. What else? I can pull it up. I just too lazy to. Yeah, I'll pull it up. See what I streamed. Yeah, the Grisaya. Knuckle Para on there. Sick fucks. You should go watch that. Doki Doki Literature Club. Oh yeah, the Valhalla Cyberpunk Bartender Action. So good. I can't wait for Nirvana to come out. So I've done that. You know, it's fun. It's been fun. I obviously enjoy RPGs, JRPGs specifically. Just like, you know, I played them all throughout my career. Me and my cousins, big Final Fantasy Final Fantasy fans. Them more so Dragon Quest as well fans. Me, I enjoyed I just enjoyed growing up Squaresoft JRPGs, Chrono Trigger. I played, you know, the Secret of Mana. I played some others, you know. Enjoyed NX stuff, Star Ocean. What I think of the FF7 remake? If I beat it, I'd just probably say it was a great tribute to the first part of Final Fantasy VII, but I haven't beaten it yet. I need to still do that. Sorry, guys. But as the amount I put in so far, I liked it. I enjoyed it a lot, so that's a plus. The problem is, like, every time I start playing, I'm like, oh, let's put 5 more hours into it. That's my night. Maybe I should just like play it on Friday when I have time, but we'll see. But yeah, no, I like my like I play Final Fantasy VII, and everyone's like, "Oh man, it's overrated." Blah, blah. Like a mainstream freaking RPGs, man. Like now, people make RPGs all the fucking time. Story-driven, decent-looking graphics, interesting characters. Like that was Final Fantasy and Dragon Quest. It was like a bunch of these no-name, quote-unquote no-name JRPGs that did that. Okay, an open-world adventure. You can fucking travel overworlds enough, like some of the original fucking games. Because, you know, people call it open world. Yeah. Same. Just putting it out there. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention the Mega Man franchise for games, but you know, games I just played on and off like forever. I feel like just a thing. Yeah. So, like, you know, I think my game taste changed over time, like, cause I did go from like platformers mostly to RPGs mostly at some point. I don't know, maybe it's just reaction time. Maybe I'm just slower. But fighting games are something that I actually fell in love with early on as a kid, and then later on as an adult. And my best time was in between those two loves, unfortunately. That sucks, you know, it happens. So, let's see. Yeah, I think that's all I really have to say on that topic. So with that said, I think we've wasted, or spent, actually, we should say spent. We spent an hour together, so I think now we can move on to my main thing. What is Re-I? Why am I Re-I? I'm reintroducing myself. That's what Re-I stands for. It's reintroduce. Why am I reintroducing myself? It's because I want to change for the better. I want to change the format of my streams. I don't want to pigeonhole myself into... I want to just change it. I want them to be more like, this seems like on-the-fly prepared content. Not just on-the-fly content. Not just, I feel like doing this kind of thing. So it's going to be, I feel like doing this, but with like another day or two of preparation. That's my goal. That's what I want to do. I want to do like hour-long streams if possible. This one's going to be longer. It's inevitable. I've been talking. I ramble. It happens. But I want to do like about an hour long of content. Be like, I'm going to do an hour of this. I'm going to do an hour of that. If I want to do something longer, I'll do that. But mostly, I also want to stream regularly. At some point during my depression, around when I quit YouTube, I stopped doing things on a regular basis. I changed how I did things. I changed the format. And I want to come back stronger than ever. So I'm going to say it right now. At the very least, Tuesdays, Thursdays, you get an hour of my time, 8 p.m. Eastern time, every week. Even when I'm on vacation, I'm going to try to do it every week. Saturday, I'm going to try to do something multiplayer-esque with one of my friends. Every week. Maybe not when I'm on vacation, though, because my parents would kill me. I spent like 2, even 3 hours with friends when I'm on vacation with them because they're taking me on vacation for my birthday. Don't want to startle that bush. But Tuesdays, Thursdays, I want to give you guys at least an hour. I want to be here, and I would appreciate it if you guys would be here. My goal is really not phenomenal. It's not like, I just want to be a better person that is here with more regularity. That's why I'm doing this Re-I. I'm going to basically reintroduce myself, put myself out there more. Please, if you guys have the time, come here, ask me questions, sidetrack me from what I'm doing. I'm going to do it for an hour, but I want to dedicate the hour to the people watching. So that's essentially what I'm going to do. I'm going to I'm gonna have intro screens now before I stream. It's gonna look a little bit more like I prepared it. Help me if I need it. Oh, thank you, Chef. Thank you. I can just pretend I'm looking right here at your comment. Oh, my hand's fading! Yeah. It's like the noise canceling. That's so weird. The reason why I'm gonna do like 1 hour of things is because I want it like both regimented and variety. I'm not gonna be a person. I'm not gonna be the person who like brand new games comes out. I'm gonna play only that. This is obviously a lie. I'm gonna do that when Neptunia Virtual Stars comes out. 100% going to stream that probably right away. Play as much of it as possible right away. Probably gonna have to be a Cards Against Neptunia channel re-upload. Can team re-upload, but we'll see about that. But yeah, like I'll make exceptions to the rule, but I want to guarantee you'll get at least 2 hours from me. 1 hour on Tuesdays, 1 hour on Thursdays of my time, and on Saturday at some point you'll get something from me. If I do a morning stream, it will be a single player thing. If I do it in the afternoon/evening, which I usually do, it's gonna be a multiplayer, and sometimes I'll try to do both. So I want to be here more. And I want to be here with me here, 100%, 100%. This way looks more 100%. 100%. Not 50. Not 25. Not 0. Not 7. Well, maybe 75 and higher would be nice, right? Like, I can't give 100% commitment because there's no such thing as 100%. But I want to be here. So I'm going to do things like I'm going to change up my, I'm going to have starting screens for what I'm doing for the day. So you'll know. I'm like, hey, I'm streaming this. I'm going to try to be more sociable. If you see my Facebook, I've recently posted things like, I posted like 2 random things over the weekend. I posted like some of my thoughts on Gal Gohan because I finished the manga. Here, let's just to quickly pull from it, right? Like I previewed Re-I like 3 times. Obviously I played Stardew Valley. But yeah, I posted something like Gal Gohan. I said that some changes were coming. I'm gonna also reach out to my other boy who runs the Facebook page. Excuse me. Man, maybe I'll even reach up to VTub. See if whoever wants to like post stuff there. Well, more posts. Like just like not only really choking. Clearly it was not enough water is why. Oh. Oh. That's close. Anyway, I want to do more things. I want to change Facebook. My Twitter is gonna be my Twitter. I'll post random things. I'll tell you when I'm streaming. Probably post like once a day again at least. I'll probably get more random stuff out maybe too. I play gacha games. You know, expect I'm gonna have Japanese tags on there. It's just gonna happen. I'm invested in my gacha games too. Like I've been playing them for like 10 plus years now. It's just a matter of that's what I do. I might post random statuses too. I will try to be more active on Twitter. That's a me thing. But for Facebook, I'm gonna try to make it more active. Post stuff. I you know, like if I'm watching a new anime series, what I like to do is I post screenshots and stuff of it. Posted like stuff about Azure Lane when it came out. When I watched, I think it was Kaguya-sama. I was posting stuff on it too. Like I post random things. I want to continue doing that, but with a little bit more frequency. You know, maybe like I'll talk about waifus on there at one point. I don't know, like some short form stuff that I really can't like just do anything with, like a video with or something, or like a live stream with even. Like, I'll put more stuff like that out there. You know, the reason why I make it hour-long streams is because, like, it won't burn me out. Like, I can dedicate myself for an hour. 2 hours even is really hard. Or with the time I was starting at 7 p.m. Sometimes I get out of work at 6. I don't have any time to myself. So, starting at 8 p.m. Eastern Time is really going to give me the chance to be better and be at a better state when I'm here on camera. And like in an hour, I can rage quit like Smash Ultimate if I'm doing really bad and I hate myself for it. But it won't be long enough that I will be breaking my controller anymore. It's kind of the mentality behind that. And like, you know, like I promised, we did reach 10 subs at one point in the past few months. I did promise a karaoke stream. Twitch has changed their guidelines about things like that. So we might not be able to do a karaoke stream, but maybe I'll still do singing streams, something similar. Also, the reason why I'm only guaranteeing 2 hours, Tuesday and Thursday, 1 hour each minimum, and something on Saturdays, hopefully, as well, is because I'm going to also prepare stuff for YouTube separately. I will eventually start playing adult-rated visual novels. Apparently, a lot of people have told me there is some stuff in the Eden of Grisaya that is completely missing since I played the Steam version, and it's just a completely different purchase for the adult version. It's like another $50 they have to spend to buy it, and I do plan to, or playing like Dekopara uncensored as well again, like things like that, like things that like I will stream like in a different. I haven't decided what platform. I even talked to Tom. The part was good, Hero. Yeah, you know, I played the original. I played the original uncensored version. I had to censor it as I live streamed it, but I probably might go through Volume 2 and Volume 3 with adult patches to see what is missing from them, or just to like, you know, just to catch my reactions on what the other things that are happening there. and have to censor it with head pats, like the old days. Like, just to see, like I want to do all sorts of things. Like, I want to play fighting games, and like I think an hour of time for a fighting game is a good time. Like while you guys aren't even watching, while I'm like on my own, like even like when I'm like, oh, I can't stream today, I'm feeling like I'll be playing like Grand Blue Fantasy Versus for like an hour or two, like in the background. I'll be looking up people's reactions to Min Min, who just came out for Smash Ultimate as part of the second wave of DLC. Things like that. So like, like I think 1 hour like 1 hour minimums, about 1 hour's like going forward would be good. For the weekdays, I have a full-time job. It's a 9 to 5 job. It's like 40 minutes away from where I am, so it's like an hour. It's like an hour and 20 minutes. It's almost an hour and a half round trip if you think about it. So I'm spending every day going to and fro work. So like it'd just be nice to like make my new minimum like around an hour. Obviously, I'll do things that are longer. Obviously I'm gonna probably continue playing Isle of Armor at some point. So yeah, and like this way, like I can also focus on putting myself out there, being myself, starting to like myself. Because there's one person I fucking hate the most in the world. God damn it, it's this anime fan RK2K person, So like, we're trying to lessen those types of thoughts. We're trying to be better, so I can also be better for you guys, for all you guys. With that said, my introduction has been, hello everyone, this is Anime Fan RK2K here for like a few years now, and maybe it's time to really settle on a new intro and like a sellouty outro. Be like, hey, and the outro can be pre-recorded, but the intro will be something I say every time I start streaming. So I think it's time we brainstorm new. Okay, I'm back. Like a new intro, maybe. Like, hello everyone, this is Anime Fan RK2K here. Generic, to the point. It's good. But if I had like a what's up man, or like a hey yo, or like a oha, or like a kind of thing, like, if I had like Anime Fan RK2K kind of thing, like, if I had something kind of like spicy, I don't know, like, I think gimmicks like that are really interesting. Like, and I'm not saying this because I watch, like, Captain Keith, like, V2, like, people who have, like, those, like, I'm not saying that's the reason why, but I'm saying, like, I might be influenced by the things I watch. Or we just keep, hello everyone, this is Anime Fan RK2K here with what we're doing. Maybe I should just change with and what comes after. With your daily dose of anime goodness. I hate it already. I don't know. Help me brainstorm. The outro's probably a little bit more simple. Like, I'll probably like it'll be a very simple, heartfelt. Thank you very, very much for watching. Like what you saw. Please follow. I'll regularly stream Tuesday to Thursday around 8 p.m. Eastern time, and at some point Saturdays. No guarantees. Something like that. On basis, like that'll be like my outro for Twitch, and my outro for YouTube. Like, comment, subscribe, obviously. But like intros are hard. I don't know what I'm gonna change it to, but if you guys any ideas, yo, this is Anime Fan RK2K. Welcome to the channel. I say yo a lot, actually. That would not be a bad idea, cause I say yo, hey yo, yo, hey yo, 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 yo. I say yo a lot, like yo, what up? I say this in real life. I say yo, what up a lot. Like, yo, how's it going? Because, like, I say yo to my friends. I say hey to, like, if I'm being a fake friend. But I'm still your friend. Yeah, dude. Yep. Like, yo, look at this. I say yo a lot. Alright, let's try it out. Let's try it out, okay? Yo! This Anime Fan RK2K here. Wait, there's no here. Yo! This is Anime Fan RK2K. Welcome to the channel. My mouth twitched towards the end of that. I don't know why. Yo, this is Anime Fan RK2K here. And welcome. Maybe like that. Maybe just and welcome. I don't like not to do that channel. How's that sound? Like obviously music will be playing. All right, so let's try it again. Tell me how it sounds, right? Yo, this is Anime Fan RK2K here. Welcome. Oh, it's to the point. I think it's okay. Put that in the notes. I can't spell my name. Heartfelt. Heartfelt. Everyone new shows up like, yo, welcome. That's the short version, which I'll probably say anyway. Like if someone follows, yo, welcome. If I get big enough, maybe. Sounds good, but you're only one person. You know what? Even one person can have ideas. And plus, I'll run it by Methylator and Tom. I'll be like, hey, what do you think if I said this as my new intro? Yo, this is Anime Fan RK2K here. Welcome. Like outro's a little bit more basic, but it'll probably be something like, "Yo, thank you very much for watching. I hope you like." I don't want to put some hopes in. I just want to thank you very much for watching. If you enjoy what you saw, leave a follow, and I greatly appreciate it. Like something like that, you know, something very generic, basic. To the end, you know, the stream's gonna end eventually. One day I will have an outro for it. Until I make that, I'm gonna make some sort of outro for it. Let's be something like that. The video with me and like, well, maybe a lot like that. Those faces. Something like, yeah, I'll be like, yo. I'll be like, maybe it's like, oh yeah. I'll be like, oh yeah, you know what? Yeah, let's just record it. Like, I'll be like, hey, yo, thanks for stopping by. Hope you enjoyed it. Leave a follow if you liked it. Have a good one. Something like that. Write something like that. I'm gonna write that down. Stopping by. Stopping by. Hope you liked the stream. Follow if you like. And have a good one. I say have a good one too. Yeah, so yeah, how about that? Like, yo, thanks for stopping by. Hope you liked the stream. I'm reading it though. Sounds good? Yeah. Well, it'll be something like that, like of that nature, I think. And I think going forward, this is gonna be the new norm. So with that said, thanks for stopping by. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you enjoyed the stream. I did. Hope you did. This is good. I think we're off to a good start. Good things are gonna happen. So thank you for watching. Have a good one. Peace. If you liked what you saw, leave a follow. Have a good day. I'll work on that last part. You know, that was a little bit long. I kept going. So like, we'll work on that. Work on that. Yo, thanks for sticking around. See you guys. Have one good one. Peace. Hey, this is Anime Fan RK2K. Thank you very much for watching. If you could leave a like, comment, subscribe even, I appreciate those. But for now, thank you very much for watching. See you in the next one. Peace.